Okay, so we're going to solve some quadratics by taking the square root of both sides of the equation. So what we're going to do first is just look at this simple equation. We already have the quadratic term, meaning the variable that is being raised to the squared power. It is already isolated, so this one's ready to have the square root taken on both sides of the equation. So we're going to take the square root of both sides of the equation. The square root cancels the square, so we have m is equal to, and remember when you take the square root of any number, there is a positive and negative square root. So square root of 64 is both positive and negative 8. So we know that the solutions for m are negative 8 and 8. There are two solutions. So let's move on to the next problem. So we have k squared plus 6 equals 99. In this case, we need to get the quadratic term isolated. So we're going to subtract 6 from both sides. So we have k squared is equal to 93. Now we're ready to take a square root of both sides of the equation. The square root will cancel the square, so this is just k. And then we have the square root of 93. We know we're going to have a positive and negative, but then we have to see if we can break this down at all. 93 can be divided by 3, and 3 times 31 is what will give us 93. So since it's 3 times 31, if I were to break this down, 3 and 31 are not going to break down anymore. I don't have any perfect square factors there, so I can just leave this as 93, but it's going to be expressed as a positive and negative square root of 93. The reason why I have to put positive and negative again is because there are two square roots of every square. So there's always a positive and a negative answer. So the two solutions are the square root, the positive and negative square root of 93.